with a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man. Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
All right, good afternoon. Get some people in here on YouTube. Some of our usuals. Let me fix a couple things. You can see Zoe laying there on the floor. I'm going to go over the action. Bitcoin's continued lower. Ethereum's continued lower. Hey, what's going on, Rocky? On Bitcoin, I am showing the triangle formation, which I think probably is still what we're doing. If you do some Elliott wave, this could be A down, B up, C down. We're doing an X triangle, and then we're going to have another A, B, C down. That would be pretty bearish. Or otherwise, you've had A, B, C down, A, B, C up, 1, 2, 3. This is a wave 4 triangle, and then another new low down to that 98,000. So I'm still leaning that we're going to 98,000 to scare everybody out. And then if that happens, you're going to have Ethereum probably go down and visit that, the 3,300 level or something, which I don't, most people aren't going to want to see. I did sell the recent trade for 6% gainer up there at 40.60, I believe the number was. Took a 6% gain there, took a 13% gain the trade before. What's up, Hex Bull, Yannick, Christian? So, again, that's what I'm looking for, still lower. GDX opened down with gold and silver this morning, rallying back to unchanged. I still think probably there's some more downside there to complete maybe an A down and then a decent rally and then still more selling in a few more weeks. They are beating up the crypto stocks, coin. Let's go through all those as we're discussing it now, I guess. Coin back below the 320 oversold level that we had, trading at 316.75. So again, I would expect lower if we do get that Bitcoin lower. Probably going to go down and test that 295 level. MicroStrategy, been a pretty big dog. You can see it here. Breaking to new lows from the move. I talked about selling up there at 350, 354. It did have an oversold technometer, but momentum sold out. The stock still under a lot of pressure, so that's got to go lower too. Bitmine that everyone's talking about on Twitter with Thomas Lee down here at $48. Quite a bit off yesterday's high, which was up there above 55. Technometer, nothing there to add. Again, got to pick a low in Ethereum before that one's going to act better. SBET, SharpLink Gaming, same type of thing. Under quite a bit of pressure here at 13.17. So hopefully when I get a buy signal on Ethereum, then all these will put in some pretty big lows and have a pretty big rally. But I don't see that yet. If we go back to the technometer readings on Ethereum, what's up, Goldman? 42.94, so Definitely nothing too excited there. Bitcoin at 108,101. Technometer there is going to be around 44.61, so neutral. Not good action. If you go with the triangle formation, I mean, we're probably making a D wave this morning down there at 106.1, 106.5, I think some of the different lows was, 106.7. I saw 106.1 at one exchange. That could be a D wave completed, or we come down one more time, then we rally back up, maybe the 110 level. And then that'll probably be a sell for the one last smash, if that's what's playing out. So Ethereum at 31.32, that's not too bad.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Let's go back here and look at the Dow Jones. Dow's under pressure today, but if it holds here, probably could see still another new high. Tough to count that rally. I mean, it looks almost like an ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one more new high. Technometer's neutral, SPY. Same type of thing. Didn't get to a new high, so you could call this 5 down in an ABC rally, and now we're in a lot of trouble. Technometer 44, volume not coming in on the rally. QQQ got hit pretty hard a little bit ago. Again, same type of thing, kind of overlapping. Volume not coming into the upside, technometer neutral. So not much to add. Tesla has earnings after the close. As you know, I had a big trade on that in the pro traders at wyckoffsmi.com. Got out of 418, didn't really, I wanted a spring of that level. We did get it, I didn't chase it. Earnings today, I got to stand aside. If we go to some of the Wyckoff stocks, sure as you know, ASTS, I mentioned it was getting a little bit high flyer. That one's been crushed. A lot of the high flyers have been hit. IONQ. I did get oversold in a spring there 2 days ago. So you can see the oversold technometer has caught earlier lows. So maybe this one catches itself here. I'm not sure. Winnebago came alive today. That's one I've been mentioning on here. That was accumulation phase. That one I would think could continue higher. Neighbors, NBR is one that I think could work higher here. That's one I'd love to see back above today's high. I mentioned that yesterday. I mean, oil's having a good day. What's up, the Y stent? I wanted MJ to come down to a trading range, so we are getting that. You can see technometer down there, 35.98, 38's oversold. So that one, I'm going to guess will hold in here around these levels. I haven't gave a buy on it, but that's one that doing exactly what I wanted after I sold up there at 37.70. LNNT holding in nicely, considering a lot of things are coming under pressure. That one to me looks like it's going to continue higher. Guardant Health holding in as well, looks higher. CORT not acting well. I'm still along that. Extremely small profits. ATRC holding in. That one still might get a breakout. I got small profits there. Let's go back to the momentum scan that I have, and I kind of cherry pick these. Hold on a second. Core's getting slapped down 8%. That one, I do have losses on that one now. Wasn't expecting so deep, but then I was worried yesterday with my thoughts on Bitcoin, Ethereum. This would come under some pressure. Didn't expect that much pressure, but I'm going to hold that, still looking for the low in crypto sometime here in the very near future. I'm happy some of these momentum scans that I run are getting under pressure, because the next time we get more momentum scan buys, I think they'll probably be much lower risk and worthwhile. I've got different ones here that I've highlighted that I'm interested in. Boot is one that I've continued to mention. Went to a new high yesterday. This one's got an extremely large sell volume coming in while price is right at the highs, so that's interesting. I think that one will catch itself here and probably explode higher, but you do have earnings on the 29th. So if you're long that one, I'm going to hold it into earnings, I'm guessing. What's up, Hunter? Good job, Yannick. You are active and paying attention. So there we've got coin. Coin was on the sell list a few days ago. HIMS has gotten cratered. These are all momentum that were buys that have went to sell. The HIMS was a high flyer up there at 65. Clear down to 46. So definitely some of these have been put to sleep. IONQ, 85 down to 53. Let's go back to the crude oil, because again, I think crude oil made a big low yesterday. I did mention that on the live, that I thought oil was putting in this 5 waves up and a WXY red correction. So that's been a good call today with crude up $1.50, $1.59. I think that could be good. We could go a lot higher in oil. I'm not sure how that plays into interest rates, economy, etc., but we shall see. 98 by 31 would be cool, and then I'm not sure I'm in the 250 camp, but I'd be in the 150 camp, or maybe 175, I guess. So, as always, let me run my quick disclaimer so my regulators aren't on me. Hold on.
There's a high degree of risk involved in trading stocks and cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns.
Yeah, this freaking space has been wild since late 2016, so been crazy. So that's probably all I got. Again, Tesla's earnings after the close, $437.50, down $5. Stocks, if they hold here, maybe can go to one more new high. You would think that would coincide with a slight rally in crypto. Then if stocks do finally then turn down, crypto surely comes under some pressure. I'd like that to happen and then give us a good low. That'd be ideal for me. American Eagle Outfitters, Yannick. Pretty big downtrend. I was showing a trading range there, probably because you asked about that before in the Discord. Not sure of that. I mean, we are had a pretty big rally and bouncing back, so not a bad area to be long here and holding up here in the last week or so. So some of the retailers look okay, so I think that probably might be okay to own here. Lyft, one that I do not trade. You can see I had an alarm set. The horizontal dashes are alarms I've set for myself. So I want to be a buyer on that break. We're not getting that. Holding up well here. We got earnings November 5th. Not much to add there. Volume pretty well continuing to work higher. So no real thoughts on Lyft. Bitcoin 108,382, Ethereum 38.25, down 48. So that's pretty well all I've got. Again, on Ethereum, I've been trying to trade the volatility a little bit here. I thought we would have some type of sideways with a little bit more downside, so we have been getting that. So net lower here recently, and I've managed to pull some profits out of there 3 times, so I'm going to try to keep doing that. I still think there's a little bit more downside. My Bitcoin chart with a bunch of alarms. Some reason the alarms won't clear off. Not sure why that is. Let's go to my other Bitcoin chart. And I've been showing something that still kind of bothers me and it's kept me defensive is our technometer are the red circle highlights, and it's called basically all the recent highs, almost within 24 hours. The last one we did run to new highs, that was probably Sailor buying, but volume didn't follow this rally, so these rallies started looking suspect. And then we finally have gotten the break, and this just looks like consolidation, really somewhat below previous support or right at it. And it looks like we could drain a little bit lower. I mean, we have volume continuing to come into the downside. So all I could say, I guess, anybody that's mega bull here, any rally above yesterday's 114 high, you probably want to chase that. I think that would tell you that the triangle is not in force. There's something else, maybe the low's already been made. So, because then you would call this 1, 2, 3, throw out that spike low, 4, 5, and then now we've had a 1, 2, and we're ready to skate to the upside. So again, anything above 110, 111, anything above 111 is going to start making me worry that maybe the lows are already in. And then 112, 113, and definitely 114 tells you that we're headed higher. So I'm actually, Elliott Wave was going to make me one of their analysts outside the company. So they wanted me to take one of their tests, etc. But I deal with Elliott Wave International direct. I used to call Bob Prechter for $50 an hour in 1984, 85. And talk to him direct. So yeah, I know my Elliott Wave pretty well. I've used that as a backup behind Wyckoff. Wyckoff gets me in and out, but I've used Elliott Wave to kind of maybe, especially on crypto, to give me an idea of how far moves could go. What Elliott Wave count would back up my Wyckoff indicators. So that's kind of my analysis. I don't really use Elliott Wave just to enter orders. I use it more to follow what I'm doing with my Wyckoff. $226, so no more questions. That's all I got. Nick got a little bit busy today, so he'll probably be here tomorrow. Nugget, 2x bull on the metals. I'm short the metals, and I hate to say I got some small losses. I've been long metals until probably back there really around this 78, 80 level, and didn't think the last rally would be as strong as it was and would get away quite so much. But I think metals are still a buy on a larger pullback, looking out a month and a half from now. Bob, I've mentioned quite a few times. If you look here at my chart, it had major accumulation. I've been on emerging markets with the video I did there in April before we surged. So Bob, pretty clean cut accumulation. I was talking it down here at 69.70, 81. Still think that one leads us higher, so that's something I think you probably want to buy and hold. So I'd expect still higher earnings November 13th, but definitely emerging markets still higher. Go back to EEM, which I keep mentioning you need to probably own longer term. I did the video down there at 39. Sitting here at 54, I would love for any pullback to 51 or so. So we'll be looking for that. Elliott Wave looks for, probably again one more new high, so we shall see. CIFR. I mean, I would think support's back there at, 1337. So I'd probably be more excited about that a little bit lower there. Clean Spark, I know Elliot Wavin mentioned that the other day. I think they were looking for something around 1730, I think. I had an alarm set, so yeah, that one's back down to, I think, a level where they were back to being interested. So again, myself maybe a little bit lower here, but that's something that probably will try to catch itself and head higher. For now, Jasper, I'm really just trying to lean on my indicator. So when I get a buy, I'll see how far we run to the upside before I get a sell and see what the rally looks like, whether any volume comes in, etc. So I think now it's better for me not having any real long-term objectives. Just try to put on lower risk entries and sell, take profits if I've got them on sell signals that I'm high confident on. So, and as I said on Bitcoin, my last 5 sell signals really have been almost perfect. So the next sell, I'm probably going to be on it. If the next sell doesn't work, that would tell me that the bull trend's returning and you want to start buying dips. So that's how I'm playing it. All right. I manage stock portfolios at Charles Schwab. We manage crypto with trading APIs. Patreon.com/learncrypto for real-time trades on crypto. Pro traders at WyckoffSMI.com for stock trades. That's all I got. No more questions. Probably be here tomorrow. Myself or with Nick, trying to stay on here, keep everybody abreast, see if we can hit a bunch of consecutive winners here and get things rolling. So far, so good. All right, that's all I've got. So I'm going to run a quick commercial and then end the show. So thanks for hanging out. See you.
Are you intrigued by cryptocurrency, but just aren't sure how you can get started investing? Maybe you are simply too busy to trade your own cryptocurrency account since it is 365/7. Don't hold back any longer. With LearnCrypto.io, you can have a seasoned professional show you how. Todd W. Butterfield is a leader in trading with numerous real money trading successes to his name over the years. He owns LearnCrypto.io, the original Wyckoff Stock Market Institute, WyckoffSMI.com, as well as the Black Bay Group, a registered investment advisor. He has also created state-of-the-art software, consolidating over 100+ crypto exchanges volume, as well as his own Wyckoff proprietary indicators. With today's stressful and busy lifestyles, isn't it time you considered having a knowledgeable investor manage your crypto account? In these unprecedented times, it is the perfect season to seriously consider LearnCrypto.io's private client group and add cryptocurrencies to your investment portfolio.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.